from Chandler.
Thank you. I'm not part of any group. I just came here because my kids are 8, 10, and 12. And we start to experience things as far as Black History Month. My kids would come home and they would be afraid. And I would always ask them what was going on. And then I start realizing that they were teaching stuff. They taught my kids about slavery and then civil rights and nothing in between. And now you got CRT, and I ask you guys not to burden my kids with something that's going to hold them back.
30 seconds.
I don't really teach them all the history because I want them to soar as big as they can be without the burden of someone saying, well, you're oppressed, or I'm being nice to you is why you're succeeding. I want my kids to just thrive and continue to be kids and grow as much as they possibly can. So I ask you guys, just take a look at what you're doing and what's the future going to hold for the kids that's experiencing all this right now. So that's pretty much all I have to say. So, thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. Randy Young or Randy Yoakum, sorry, of Chandler.
So I'm coming from a point of view of a parent at a crossroads. I have 3 kids, and it's a decision whether or not I should allow my kids to go to this school district this year. I'm interested to know some of the people that have been brought into the district to do training, especially concerning equity. What are their names, and how are they vetted? If the training is done in-house by district personnel, I'm interested to know the resources they are drawing upon to create the training they are presenting to the teachers. How would I find out what authors and research are being used for this type of training? I'm also interested to know how much money has been spent and how much is actually earmarked for this equity training. And also, one last thing, Sons in 4.
Thank you. Katie Nash.
Good evening, President Marsden, Governing Board, and Cabinet. There is no denying that this past year has been difficult. Each one of us has faced some kind of struggle. Our educators face that struggle head on by embracing a new social-emotional curriculum that put our students' needs first, front, and center. It emphasized the importance of the unique talents each one of our students bring to our classroom. Last night, my daughters and I were watching the movie Trolls World Tour. Near the end, one of the trolls says, "Denying our differences is denying who we
30
are."
seconds.
A children's movie. A children's movie is teaching us to celebrate all of the ways that we are different, that our differences are actually the things that can unite us. As we look toward the future and repair the cracks in the foundation of CUSD, we need to celebrate the differences just like the trolls did. The trolls were successful when they worked together. That is what we are asking for tonight. VIP and CEA would like to invite you to hear our stories directly from families later this summer and work together to make sure every student has what they need to be successful.
Thank you, Ms. Nash. Beth Wamsley from Chandler.
In the June 9th Governing Board meeting, you stated unequivocally that critical race theory is not in Chandler Unified Schools. I've spent the last few days reviewing every item available through the district website on the recent Summer Equity Symposium. It was not only saturated with the language of critical race theory, but it was sponsored by Stand for Arizona, a political nonprofit who runs the Center for Anti-Racism in Education. Anti-racism has become the preferred euphemism for critical race theory. What concerns me the most about what I read, watched, and researched about the symposium is how you are framing our direction for the district. The moderator said they are placing equity at the center of our district. I'd like education to be the center of our district. Education should not be viewed as a tool towards equity, but as the end goal itself.
30 seconds.
Keynote speaker Victor Rios described the education trinity as parents, teachers, and students, but it seems you view it as teachers, administrators, and school board. Parents should sit down, shut up, and take what we're given and be grateful. You are prioritizing your own personal and political agendas above the welfare of this district's students. Many of my friends have pulled their students from the district into charter schools and homeschools, and they've encouraged me to do the same. I've always been an advocate for our public schools, and I've valued the resources and opportunities found here, but I find the value diminishing quickly. We have voted you in to advocate for our children, and we'd ask that you do so.
Thank you. Our next is Holly Hudson from Chandler.
I wanted to stand up with fellow parents and tell you that I have had enough. I'm so sick of the hypocrisy and lies. Stop telling us as parents that we are misinformed and spreading rumors about CRT. It's real, it's a thing, and it's happening. CRT has no place in our schools. You want to take from one child to give to another. You can't rob Peter to pay Paul. It doesn't work. It also teaches hate and divides us instead of uniting us. I will not sit by and let my children be brainwashed with these twisted ideologies. We don't trust you. We don't think you are fit to make decisions that are in the best interest of our children anymore. Like in the game of chess, you think you are the kings and we are your pawns.
30
we do what you
seconds.
tell us without thinking for ourselves. Author Alan Rufus said, life is like a game of chess. To win, you have to make a move. Knowing which move to make comes with insight and knowledge, and by learning the lessons that are accumulated along the way, we become each and every piece within the game called life. We are ready to make a move, and we are learning, and our eyes have been opened. We are not your pawns. I implore you to listen because we will not stop. We will keep fighting until you hear us.
Thank you. Angela Peters. Angela Peters from Chandler.
Hi, thank you. This is my first time visiting, but as a native of Arizona and as a mother of 2 children who made it successfully through the Chandler School District, I am here to just visit and start to inquire and ask, please, that we start to understand whether or not a product known as critical race theory is necessary in Arizona and in this school district. I am a successful black woman in this state. I am a University of Arizona graduate. I'm a native of Arizona who's made success because I wanted to.
30 seconds.
I have my children learning the principles I have learned. They made it through this school district with success, and they are also now making their way. I don't believe that you need theories that are based on race to identify and limit or to otherwise scorn others for past discretions. That we need to start moving forward and teaching our children what we can do to live now, today, and work together and build this country and continue it forward in the most positive ways possible.
Time has expired.
Thank you. Leslie Gwilliam from Queen Creek.
Hi, I'm speaking to the parents in the community. These board members do not care about your needs or your wants. Time and time again, they've proven to be power-hungry liars. They have an agenda, and they will not stop until it's complete. Nothing will change. This is reality until they're voted out. Take your kids out of CUSD. That's my advice, because nothing's going to change. We can speak all night long, and it won't matter. These board members suck.
That was the last of our citizen comments. We do appreciate hearing from you. We do listen. I don't know if, okay. All right. So we will move on to our consent agenda.